everybody. Welcome to the South Australian Sports Show. Hope you can stay with us for the next hour. We have got plenty coming up on the show. As always, the great Barry Curtin's in. Baz, how are you?
Unbelievable.
Mate, what a magnificent weekend of footy. Now, even if you didn't like the footy, the theatrics, the atmosphere, things that went around it, you had to, and we had everything. We had good weather, we had rain, and we had great footy, and now we've got it for 3 more years. So, were you impressed?
I was absolutely
with the whole event?
I thought it was unbelievable. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I spent some time in Adelaide, in the city, and it was buzzing, mate. It was every people.
It was great seeing all the different scarves.
That was the other thing. I was just about to say that. It was the colours that you saw going around the city. It was unbelievable. We popped into. I went to. I can't even think of the name of the place down the hills to get some slate rock and all that sort of stuff, and popped into Harndorf, mate.
Alive.
Into Harndorf. Honestly, mate, it was. Harndorf's always a busy place.
Yep.
But when I saw it on, and this wasn't a weekend, this was a Friday, I think it was unbelievable, mate. It was packed, jam-packed. The whole concept I thought was great. I really loved it, and it proved a point that SA people will support major events. You put them on, we'll come, and they go, and they were there.
And we run it better than anyone else.
And we run it better than anyone.
No doubt. I think the other thing it did was it brought a focus into South Australia where suddenly the Sydney and Melbournes were saying, we've got to start hanging it on this place that they're a sleepy little country town because they just did something better than we can do it.
Exactly.
Live Golf's coming. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the show. Yeah. Wednesday, I caught up with Mark Williams. We sat down out the front of Glenelg Mum and Camella's just to have a bite to eat and a catch up. Mm-hmm. And Blake from Carlton came over. He wanted a photo. Blake from Sydney came over. Lady from, there were and it was just a great atmosphere. Nice. Everyone was happy about it, and it just had it brought the whole state alive.
It was
fantastic,
I really like that.
Mate. They're saying now, of course, we've got it for 3 years, which is fantastic, and hopefully we can get a bit more. So, things to improve on. Yeah. There's been a bit of talk now. They'll start it on a Wednesday, so they'll have a Wednesday night game, a Thursday night, a Friday night, games on Saturday. So I know the Barossa will probably get one. Yeah. And obviously Norwood had 2 games, so you can see Glenelg. They have to make some changes to their ground lights and stuff, or North Adelaide or Sturt. Those clubs saying, well, hang on a minute. We want to grab one of those. Yeah. So I think it's going to spread out even more. Mount Barker, I was there, of course, with the Lions.
Yeah, what do you think?
Absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Absolutely. The players loved it. The crowd enjoyed it. The way they'd set it up was brilliant. Yeah. So I think it's going to get bigger and bigger.
It will get better. It'll get
fantastic for our state.
I think it was absolutely unbelievable.
Hotels loved it. The restaurants loved it. Everybody was a winner.
I think I said to you last week that the one thing that we do is major events. We do them really well, and we will do this well. Yep. And I think the weekend just showed that. Yeah. And obviously we do it well because Gil said, okay, away you go.
Away you go, yeah. Well done to Peter Malinauskas, his group, of course, Hataf Rashid and her group and everybody involved, the volunteers. It was absolutely spectacular. You did the state proud, and we certainly appreciate that the footy came here and it was as big as it was. We need to get off and take a break because there is plenty coming up on the show. Stay with us. Plenty to come.